Hey folks, Jimmy here, aka Palette of the Dead. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to an overdue issue of Warhammer Age of Sigmar Stormbringer magazine. Now, as per usual with all these videos, if you like them, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and of course, please drop me a comment. I love reading them, I love answering you guys, and it goes a massive way to helping out the channel too. Now, going backwards in time, obviously, because we're already on issue 31, obviously, I was missing a couple of issues. So obviously you would have seen issue 25 only just went up on the channel because it was missing. Now we have issue 29, which was also missing, and issue 29 was a paint issue, not super fantastic. You had Baraknar Burgundy, which is a really nice colour. In all honesty, I do genuinely like that colour. I've got a pot of it already and hardly used it, so yeah, it might take me a long time to get around to using all of that. The other one though is Runelord Brass, which I do use fairly regular, so this is very, very handy to have. A nice brassy colour. Obviously we had it with Imperium magazine, and it's a good colour to have in your arsenal because you can get them brassy colours out of it, and it goes a nice way to adding to your minis, as opposed to just having silver and gold all the time. Into the issue we go. So first off, we're greeted by the realm of chaos. Beyond the borders of the cosmos lies the realm of chaos, a hellish dimension where the dark gods rule and nightmares are made real. The landscape of this realm constantly shifts from one terrifying vista to another, from waterfalls of human blood to labyrinths of mirrored crystals to festering gardens of disease. The realm of chaos is not one of the mortal realms. It is instead a bizarre domain that exists outside of reality. The realm of chaos is made from the essence of the dark gods themselves, and is split into different shifting regions that mirror the natures of these patrons. Khorne's realm is a blood-soaked battlefield, where skulls are piled in vast numbers, while Tzeentch's realm is a place of madness, mystery, and impossible mazes. The areas of the realm of chaos claimed by Nurgle appear as a foetid jungle filled with toxic plants and disgusting growths, while Slaanesh's kingdom is a pure, perfumed, and sinister palace of horrific delights. Mortals who stumble into the realm of chaos never survive very long, and the realm is inhabited by demons, twisted servants of the dark gods who live to torture and torment others. So, obviously, realm of chaos, not somewhere where you want to get trapped. One of the only stories of anybody coming out of the realm of chaos comes in the form of Gotrek Gurnason from the Gotrek and Felix novels originally, and now the Slayer novels. So like Realm Slayer was the first one that came out that included Gotrek emerging from the realm of chaos into one of the Fire Slayer holds and lodges, and meeting up with Malaneth, the Dark Elf, the former Cainite assassin, and yeah, joining in the quest along there. And obviously Gotrek had entered from the old world, so he had entered from the Slayer Keep of Khazad Drengazi, and yeah, after fighting for potentially millennia without knowing it, had come out the other side and come out into the mortal realms. Good old, though a lot of this is all to do with everything like that as well. So the kind of the realm of chaos, obviously, there are tears in the realms of reality that bleed through, which are dark portals. They can be opened by dark sorcerers and much, much more, and sometimes they can even be opened by demons. They allow the Chaos Legions to pour forth, but they can't be opened just anywhere, so pretty good. It is, of course, obviously a land of nightmares, and there is constant war there, because chaos is divided. There is no kind of cohesion, so the Chaos warbands will fight with one another, so occasionally Khorne might fight against Nurgle, Nurgle might fight against Tzeentch, and Slaanesh against anybody and everybody. So yeah, not the most peaceful place to exist in. Then we get information, the Blight War. So the Blight War, Nurgle's demons battled with Sigmar Stormcast Eternals for dominance over Ghyran and the Realm of Life. So the battles of the Realm Gate Wars may have pushed back the forces of chaos, but the Dark Gods acted quickly to regain control. In the Realm of Life, Nurgle planned to recapture his lost territory through a campaign of countless, seemingly insignificant attacks. Nurgle's forces, led by the demon Horticulus Slimax, spread disease wherever they went, gathering more momentum with each conquest. Left unchecked, this strategy would have led the realm to a consuming outbreak of plague and decay. Only the courage and determination of Sigmar's vanguard warriors, led by legendary Neve Blacktalon, stopped Nurgle's forces from securing a devastating victory. So, Blight War actually was released as a kind of separate supplemental box, like they do every now and then. And yeah, you got some pretty cool Nurgle warriors, you had some new ones in there, and you had some pretty cool Stormcast Eternals as well to go with it. And it was a pretty cool box, I must admit. It's one of the few that I didn't pick up. But it was really, really good stuff, and you had some really cool units. Most of which, for the Stormcast Eternals, we got with Mortal Realms magazine, in all honesty. Moving on though, you get a bit more information about the realm of Shadow Ulgu. So Ulgu is the most sinister of the mortal realms. Since the earliest days of the Age of Myth, it has been home to insidious plotters and criminals. Its history is one of intrigue and murder, all watched over approvingly by the gods of Shadow. Even as Sigmar brings light to the realms, Ulgu remains a place of darkness. So Ulgu, obviously being Realm of Shadow, is very hard to illuminate, even though, you know, Sigmar would like it. Obviously, Marathi, a cunning god, and a former just immortal being, brought forward into the realm of Ulgu, and ascended to godhood as Marathi Kane, not too long ago. And yeah, had a bit of fun with that. Obviously, the Seekers of Slaanesh are also around there as well, because they are trying to find the prince that was kind of theirs throughout all of them, and they like to attack there. And yeah, they look pretty cool. I do like Ulgu. I think it's a good setting and a little bit more intrigue about it. There's not as many stories about Ulgu at the moment, but you know, you never know. Strange things have happened. Maybe they'll release them and it'll be pretty cool. Then move on, we get more information for the realms. So we get the Champions of Gur. So this is obviously a role kind of bit to give you a bit more kind of narrative to your stories. So you can roll for your hero origins in Gur, and you know, whether it's 1, 2 or 3 on either side. So it's D3, so essentially what you're doing is you're rolling a 6-sided dice. If you roll a 1 or a 2, it means 1, a 3 or a 4, it's a 2, and a 5 and a 6, it's a 3. So roll twice and away you go, pick your background. And then you can also pick your unit origins and your creature origins as well, along that as well. So pretty good stuff. Bit more intrigue as well, isn't it? It's pretty more interesting at the same time. Then we move on, because it's a paint issue. Obviously we get to utilise the new paints, and this is just basically teaching you how. So using Baraknar Burgundy on things like the hafts of weapons, entirely up to you if you want to do this. Personally, I use Corn Red, and then a little bit of like Mephiston Red to highlight. Sometimes I'll go over with Norn Oil to kind of just darken in recesses, but it's entirely up to you how you want to go about doing it. Same with your other bits of the destruction models, however you want to go about doing them. It's your choice. They're your minis, paint them how you want to paint them. And then you're using Rune Lord Brass. So Rune Lord Brass works very, very nicely on certain other colours. So if you're got any kind of, say like all the charms hanging from the banner from the Hobgrots, painting the odd ones as Rune Lord Brass works quite nicely. So if you've got silver, and then you could have a row of Rune Lord Brass, wash over the top of it, perfect. Looks really, really nice and can look pretty good. But otherwise, once you're all done with everything, it'll look along them lines. Pretty good stuff if you're painting along with the magazine, that is. Moving forward though, we also get some more rules. So we had rules about how terrain works within games. So whether it's terrain that actually kind of helps hide units, whether it's blocking shots, whether it's proposing kind of like a barrier and giving a bit of a defense buff and such like. We had a bit more information about that, which is always very, very handy to have. We also got information about how order tactics work as well. So we have our tactics for the forces of order, so Stormcast Eternals, our Sylvaneth and our Hadron Overlords, and how to utilise their tactics. And we also got information for the destruction tactics, whether it's the Ironjaws, Gloomspite Gits or Cruel Boys. 3 factions on each side really, which is pretty damn cool. And then we moved on to our pitched battle, so our Fog of War battle, utilising our Knight Arcanum, Lord Imperatant, Guard of Steel Soul, 4 Praetors and our 6 Gryph-hounds, which we've only just really been able to have all of them. Going up against the Swampcaller Shaman and Potgrot, Zarbag's Gits, 3 Manskewer Bolt Boys, 10 Hobgrots, and the Marshcrawler Slogoth as well. And when it was all done, it looked something like that. A bit of a weird deployment battle. Yeah, unusual, but you know, it works, so why not? And then we also had a pull-out section. So pull out for the armies of Azir. So first off, as you can see, Stormcast Eternals, they're always pretty damn cool. We also got information to do with the good old temple ships and the good old Seraphon, which are always very, very cool, and I do genuinely like with Seraphon because they're just neat, aren't they? Gotta love a bit of dinosaurs. We had a nice little bit of artwork for Azir and for Realm of Heavens itself. So the 2 main focuses for the armies of Azir, Stormcast Eternals and Seraphon. You can now bring in the Cities of Sigmar to that as well, as there are some of the Cities of Sigmar that ventured forth from Azir, and the Dawnbringer Crusades that have forwarded out from there. But yeah, really, really good stuff. I've enjoyed this issue. It's a pretty cool one. In all honesty, obviously the magazine's going very, very well, and I like the magazine. There's a lot to it. Obviously there's more and more information coming out. I think they're going to be gearing up to going into a 4th edition of Age of Sigmar sometime next year, I imagine. So it's definitely worth looking out for. And you never know, they might do another magazine for it. But otherwise, that's it from me. Thank you very, very much for watching as per usual. And I will see you sometime soon. Bye bye now.